Greetings, Earthlings. It is I, Knife Noah, back with another video, sort of per request. I have been asked to talk about some of the more general purposes and uses of some of the knives in my Buck collection. So I'm going to go over a brief overview of some of the features of these different knives, and then I'm going to talk about what they can be used for and a little bit of history. So we're going to start off with the Buck 616 boot knife. Just general information. This is 154 cm steel, which is an impact resistant steel. Has G10 handles with a I think it's brass, but it's some sort of buck medallion in the handle. It's got a great sheath. You can hear me talk more about that in my Buck knife collection video. This one is just really for if you're out on the trail, or just any time that you're wearing a boot, or you can even carry it on a belt. This is a great knife to just pull out. Wouldn't use it for puncturing per se, because it's got a rather thick tip. This is really just more of a backup knife, not really kind of a primary tool that I would carry. Moving on to the Buck Impact. This is an automatic knife with a drop point blade, and this goes for about $200 right now. I believe it has been discontinued. I'm not 100% sure. You can look for it on knifecenter.com as well as Bladehq, which are both great resources for both knife information and just purchasing knives in general. They are really the pros. They know what they're doing. This does come with a lock, and some nice features is it has a deep carry pocket clip, which if you don't know what that means, rather than having the clip down farther on the knife with more of the knife protruding out of your pocket, it's all the way up the top, so that the only part sticking out of your pocket is about that much. So you don't have a big, clunky, conspicuous knife sticking out. The purposes listed on said websites aforementioned are as a general work knife, so this can really just be used for anything. If you are in the general work industry, I guess, that wasn't a very specific term, but whatever, this can do the job. One of the benefits of having a drop point blade is that it's got a thicker tip for heavier tasks, so it's good for puncturing, but it's also designed so that you don't have accidental puncturing. You can learn more about that on knifecenter.com. One of the other nice features is that it's one-handed opening, as you have this button here, so all you got to do is whip it out, turn off the safety, flick it open, and put it back on, and then you're all set to go, and that can take all about a millisecond. So another small detail, this thicker point, although it's not super thick, not as thick as the Buck 616, you can kind of see that this one's a lot thinner, but the way that drop points work is that you continue the spine all the way down to the point so that you still have the strength of the rest of the top of the knife. So it's good for heavier tasks, and this one is an S30V steel blade. Should have mentioned that ahead of time, but there you go. General work purpose knife. Moving on to the 722 Spitfire. This is a custom one from their custom knife shop. These start at $75 with just the custom, or just regular aluminum handles and stuff, but they do go for lower if you get a preset model. This can either have an S35 VN Cerakote blade, or you can have it mirror polished or serrated, or you got 420 HC steel. So you can also have aluminum or G10 handles, as well as a marbled carbon fiber option, which looks very nice, although those do cost extra. This one is a G10 handle, and it comes with an aluminum or Cerakote tungsten spacer, which is this little piece in the back, which helps the knife look nicer, as well as keep the interior nice and squeaky clean. For those of you who don't know what Cerakote is, a Cerakote is a type of finish and protective coating that knife companies and as well as gun companies put on their steels so that they do not rust and get damaged as easily. This is listed as a EDC knife since it's so lightweight, and it's really just generally purposed for that. It's got a nice drop point blade as well. It's very lightweight because of the scales, and it's got easy one-handed opening because of this little hole right here. Also got some nice jimping up here on the back, so you can really get into what you're doing. Yeah, so EDC knife, that's what the purpose of the 722 Spitfire Custom is. Moving on to the Buck 112 Ranger Sport. This is the special edition September 2022 Buck of the Month. This is just a different, more everyday carry oriented version of the 112 Ranger. This one starts at $135 or $136 including tax. Nicer features compared to the original Buck 112 Ranger is this one has an S30V steel blade. I believe there's another model that comes with a downgraded steel. Comes with anodized aluminum bolsters, and then G10 or micarta scales, as well as a nice clip point blade and razor edge. So very nice. Also, thumb studs are really nice, so that you don't have to pull it out and then use two hands to open it. You can still place your thumb there, or if you're left-handed, I guess, you can pull it out. Although this one does not have an ambidextrous clip, so not great for left-handed people. This one I would just list as a general heavier duty knife if you're looking for some great sturdiness and stability, but also want to be able to carry a nice lighter to mid-weight knife. Up next, I got the Buck 110C, or just the regular Buck 110. This is a folding hunter knife. This is one of their most popular models. This was designed so that hunters and outdoorsmen would not have to carry around a big clunky fixed blade and could still have the same stability as a nice fixed blade knife, but all in power and pocket size. So this comes with a special trademarked Crelicam genuine ebony handle with brass bolsters and a clip point blade. This one, again, is listed as an outdoors knife, but you can use it for other things, such as woodworking, which is what my grandfather used this one for. This one comes with a 420 HC steel blade and goes for about $60 on the website. And then, last but not least, allow me to throw on some gloves here so I don't get fingerprints all over it. We got the Buck 112 Ranger. This is a custom one, so not all the specifications I list will be completely up to date. The Buck 112 Ranger goes for $60 about online. It comes with a 420 HC steel blade. This one comes with the S30V blade because this is custom. It comes with brass bolsters. This one has nickel bolsters. It has the lockback lock and a clip point blade, which is very nice for piercing and just general purpose knife usage. What I would say for this one comes with a leather sheath. I wouldn't really use this one necessarily as an everyday carry item, but if you are going out in the woods or something and you want to strip some sticks into, I don't know, nice pointy spears and stab your siblings or whatever, or hunt a bear, I don't know what you're going to do, it would be a nice knife. The reason that the 112 was created was actually because in the Navy, the Buck 110 was carried a lot until a knife fight broke out, and then I believe some Navy captain declared that there was supposed to be a specific knife size, knife limit, so that you wouldn't be carrying around a huge-ass knife. And so along came Buck's 112, so that it met those size parameters, but you could still have the same features and general capabilities. So, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope I answered all the questions that were out there. If not, let me know down in the comment section below, and hopefully I'll make another video about it and answer your question. So, have a great day, folks.